Good morning, Earth scientists. It is Thursday, March 2nd today, and we are going to be heading into some relative dating and some fossil stuff as we roll through our fabulous Thursday together. So let's take a look. Like I mentioned earlier in the week, with our weather delays on Monday and everything else, things are going to kind of start to blend. So I have, as you can see, they're kind of the blended. Wednesday's going to blend into Thursday. Thursday's going to blend into Friday. It's all going to be kind of relative dating, index fossils, and everything else as we make our way through the week together. I can determine the relative ages of rock layers is going to be our goal today. We started yesterday with talking disturbances. So, what is an example of a disturbance that we had talked about yesterday? There was tilting, folding, faulting, intrusions, and unconformities is the other one that was not mentioned here. These are all examples of disturbances that can disrupt that perfect rock layer. Remember the perfect idea that the younger layers lie on top of older layers as long as the layers have not been disturbed. So here are all natural earth processes that can disrupt those rock layers. And that's Mrs. Anderson and her disturbance in the force. I don't know, some kind of Star Trek reference or something along those lines. All right, so we are going to come back to yesterday. We had talked about cross cutting, we had talked about ways that rocks can be disturbed. We'll get some time to finish that up because all the classes did not get fully finished with that, and then we'll go through some of the answers. So tilting, folding, faults, which we've talked about before, intrusions, which we've talked about before, and the last one is unconformity, which is just there's something missing. And typically, unconformity is going to happen due to erosion. So at some point, if you look at the picture there right above my video, at some point that rock layer was exposed to the surface. It was weathered and eroded, so it's gone. And then more stuff has been deposited on top of that. That's an unconformity. All right, we'll come back and we'll talk about some puzzles. Again, yeah, in a perfect world, that's easy. A is the youngest, D is the oldest, but that's not how things work. Okay, a little Hulk smash, boom. I mean, that's the reality of where things are when we get these disturbances. So we'll go through some of these. This kind of is what you can expect for the test. Kind of a pretty straightforward puzzle. There's a couple disturbances taking place. We'll do some of these together. C is going to be our oldest, and then we're going to go to B, then A, then D cuts through them all, and then the fault breaks it all. So we'll do some puzzles together, get some practice, and then we'll throw this one up there just as kind of a whoa, it's like every letter in the alphabet. So, but no, we will not do anything that difficult on the test. You will not need to know anything like that. Something, maybe like this or that is kind of the puzzles that you're going to see on the test. So just a heads up with that. We'll work on some puzzles in our packet. So we'll get some time to do those puzzles in our packet. And then you're going to make your own puzzle. And the rules are on the back. It needs to be 5 layers. You need to distinguish the different layers, some sort of disturbance, label them with letters, and give a spot for the person to solve it. If you finish, you can you can challenge someone to solve your puzzle. And then we have a 12-minute timer. If you get done early, you can work on your study guide or work on your lesson review. Other than that, just a reminder, our lesson review is due tomorrow. So continuing to work on your packet as well as working on your lesson review are 2 things that you can be working on. And the one thing I forgot to mention is This bottom one is not bonus extra credit. I do want you to do that. We had put that on there last year's extra credit. It is not extra credit. Would like you to do it. It's good. It's more difficult than what we'd see on the test, but it's good practice nonetheless. All right, Earth scientists, you have an amazing March 2nd, an amazing Thursday, and I'll see you when you get back.